All right, we're back with another edition of ADvice with Ryan Townend from William Joseph Communications. Ryan, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We're talking about something very cool today, sensory marketing. So I guess before we get into all this, the first big question, what is sensory marketing?
What is it? Those marketers are always finding interesting ways to tell their story. So in sensory marketing, marketers will use your senses. They'll appeal to your senses to help communicate their brand promise and their values. So whether it's sight or touch or smell, there's just going to be different ways that they're going to infuse their messaging to you.
And so I guess why does it work?
Well, of course it works because it kind of hits you on the deeper level, the subconscious level. You don't even realize it's happening. And the next thing you know, you're buying a cup of coffee because you kind of smelt it in the air.
That's what interests me so much, is how you don't know what's going on, but it's happening. So
it's happening.
Let's talk about who does it well, and I guess we go through just the senses.
Yeah.
So let's start with touch. Who does it well?
Okay. So when you think of touch, let's think of packaging. So when you go to the beverage industry, I think we all remember like that the bottle, the Coca-Cola bottle, right? So it's kind of got that curved shape to it. It's kind of got that cool feel. You know when you're picking up a can or a beverage, when you grab that bottle, it's Coca-Cola, right? So they've taught you through the shape of their bottle what their brand is all about.
Sound. Who does that well?
Yeah, so sound. There's always different ways to communicate. Like you think of being in a spa. The music you hear in a spa is going to evoke a mood. Or when you're in a store, the reason why they're playing the music that resonates with their target audience is to keep you there a little bit longer, to shop a little bit longer. You're having a pleasant time.
Mm-hmm. And this next one, smell. You have a very cool example about this one. I found this very interesting.
Yeah, so we look at an example like Dunkin' Donuts overseas in South Korea. They did this cool campaign where it was in city transit. And what they did was they would play their ads for their coffee, and then they would shoot the smell into the city transit so that people would actually smell the coffee. So, of course, when you get off the train, what's the first thing on your mind?
Go buy a coffee.
Go buy a coffee. Sales went up.
Now, next one, obviously, and this was the biggest one, sight.
Of course. So the thing with sight is, like, you know, we'll talk about even just color today. Colors evoke different moods in different people, right? So what marketers will do is if they want you to feel like optimism, they're going to play a specific color. If they want you to see excitement and boldness in their brands, they'll play a red. You know, William Joseph is a trusted blue. So the whole thing is when you see colors, it resonates with you, and marketers know that.
And this next one, taste. Of course, well, I guess it only works with some brands, but taste.
Yeah. So the cool thing about taste is what you have to understand is that people have different tastes, right? Kind of ironic there. So what appeals to one person may appeal to another. So that's kind of a trickier one to appeal to because it's so subjective.
So I guess with all this info we have here, how do you incorporate sensory marketing into your business plan?
Yeah, what you have to do is you have to create an environment using all the senses to tell your story. So never forget the importance of sound and color and stuff like that in your space to help clients become real loyal fans of who you are and what you're selling.
Always some really interesting takeaways here from sensory marketing. Right? Anything else you want to add?
No, you know what? If you guys ever need help with this stuff, give us a shout at williamjoseph.com, and we're more than happy to help you figure out how to put sensory marketing into your brand and your company.
Excellent. I always really appreciate these chats. Very interesting information here, Ryan. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning. And that right there is another edition of ADvice.
Thank you.